Missed the play. He missed her smile. All because he couldn't climb the stairs. John always told himself there was time. Time to get healthier. Time to take control. Time to be the dad his daughter deserved. But last spring, when her school put on a small play, the moment he had promised to show up for, his body betrayed him. He stood at the bottom of the auditorium steps, lungs burning, knees shaking, unable to lift himself higher. By the time he caught his breath, the applause was already echoing. His daughter looked around, searching, but his seat was empty. That night, John sat alone at the kitchen table. The guilt was heavier than his own body. His wife didn't need to say a word. The silence said everything. On the refrigerator hung his daughter's drawing, her family holding hands, smiling under the sun. But in that moment, he couldn't see himself in it. He felt like he had failed her in the simplest way, by not being there. If I can't climb a few stairs, what else will I miss? He whispered. It wasn't vanity that hit him. It was love, mixed with shame. The next morning, he laced up sneakers that had collected dust for years. The first walk was short, maybe 5 minutes around the block, but it felt like an uphill battle. His neighbor saw him, red-faced and sweating, but for once, he didn't care. Each step was a promise. He started swapping soda for water, late-night fast food for simple meals. It wasn't about dieting. It was about survival. And after a week, he realized something. He wasn't chasing a number on a scale. He was chasing the chance to climb stairs without fear. Progress came in inches, not miles. He could walk 15 minutes without stopping. His breath lasted longer. The stairs at home stopped feeling like mountains. Still, there were setbacks, nights when exhaustion won, days when old habits called back, but guilt had turned into something stronger, resolve. One evening, as his daughter sat doing homework, she looked up and said, "Dad, you look different." He smiled, but inside, the words cut deeper than she knew. For the first time, he believed change was possible. Small wins. He thought, that's how I'll get there. Months passed, and John kept showing up for himself. Rainy mornings, tired evenings. It didn't matter. He logged his steps, lifted light weights, learned to cook simple, nourishing meals. He even started sleeping better. The mirror became less of an enemy. He noticed his shirts fitting differently, his face less swollen, his energy returning. One Saturday, when his daughter asked him to play outside, he didn't hesitate. They ran. They laughed. And for the first time in years, he wasn't gasping. This is what I missed, he thought. This is why I can't stop. Still, one moment changed everything again. At a community event, John saw the same auditorium where he had once failed, the same long staircase leading up. His palms sweated, his chest tightened. But this time, he took a deep breath and started climbing. Each step felt like a victory lap. When he reached the top, his daughter cheered, louder than anyone. He didn't need medals. He didn't need compliments. That sound, her joy, was enough. He realized he had gained more than health. He had gained a second chance at being present. There was no magic trick, no overnight transformation. It was months of effort, hundreds of choices made in quiet moments, skipping late snacks, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, drinking water before bed, saying no when yes would have been easier. People started noticing. Friends asked what diet he was on, what program he followed. He shook his head. No secret. I got tired of missing life. That honesty surprised them, but it was true. He didn't change to look good in photos. He changed to never feel his daughter's disappointment again. The journey wasn't perfect. Some weeks, the scale barely moved. Some mornings, the weight of routine dragged him down. But every time doubt whispered, he remembered the look in his daughter's eyes. That night, he missed her play. That memory kept him steady. Guilt broke me, he thought. But love rebuilt me. His story wasn't about fitness influencers or gym selfies. It was about a father, his family, and the cost of ignoring his health too long. And every small step forward was proof that he was rewriting his role as a father. John's story is simple, but it carries weight. Change doesn't begin with a gym membership or a strict plan. It begins the moment you decide not to miss another memory. His guilt became his fuel. His daughter became his reason. And every step, every choice carried him closer to the father he wanted to be. If you take one thing away, let it be this: true change begins within.